Okay, so I just thought I would take a look at today's health headlines. So first up we have Listeria outbreak, 6th death after hospital food contaminated. A total of 9 people are believed to have fallen ill after eating contaminated food thought to have been chicken sandwiches. So the 6th patient to die had eaten food supplied to Western Sussex Hospital's NHS Foundation Trust by the Good Food chain. It's definitely not good though, is it, if patients die after eating food in a hospital? You know, a hospital's supposed to be a place where you recover from illness, not a place where you go to die from eating the food. So I think the Good Food chain should lose its contract here, because a person dying, that's the worst thing that can happen. So, if you can't be trusted to supply food that's not going to kill people, bye-bye. Next up, the BBC News says, kidney condition detected in minutes by app. So it's not that the app itself is some kind of magical technology. It seems to be that it's just a more streamlined way of communicating blood test results to doctors. So a doctor will be sent blood test results direct to the mobile phone app on their phone in an average of 14 minutes when patients' blood tests indicated the condition, whereas normally this would have taken several hours in the past. Next, The Guardian says Rwanda closes border with DRC over deadly Ebola outbreak. Closure follows second Ebola death in densely populated city of Goma on Rwandan border. Meanwhile, the Liverpool Echo says ITV Lorraine's Dr. Hilary Jones warns of nasty and debilitating disease you can catch while out walking. You need to act as soon as possible. So this refers to Lyme disease, which you can get from ticks. These tiny little creatures that latch onto you are very common out in the countryside. So if you're going out walking in the woods or in long grass or anywhere like that in the summer, it's probably best to wear long trousers rather than shorts. And they do have some key bits of advice to avoid it, such as stick to paths, wear light-coloured clothing, keep your ankles covered, and keep checking, because you might not spot them straight away, but keep checking throughout the day. Examiner Live has an odd headline, How Tickling the Ear Could Slow Down the Ageing Process and Ward Off Illnesses. University boffins have made some stunning findings that could give hope to people struggling with age-related diseases and illnesses. So apparently this involves stimulating nerves in the ear with an electrical current, and it seems that this can improve various aspects of a person's health. If they're elderly, it can improve their mental health, it can help them sleep better, and it can even ward off chronic diseases such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and problems with the heart's electrical system. The Express has an article about dementia symptoms, early signs of one of the most common types, vascular dementia. These symptoms are slower thinking, so taking more time to process information and to form thoughts and sentences. Personality changes, so people may become low in mood, more emotional, or lose interest in what's happening around them. Movement problems, so that might include difficulty walking or changes in the way a person walks. Stability, so the person might be unsteady on their feet or fall over a lot more. And bladder problems, so frequent urge to urinate or other bladder problems. This can be common in older age anyway, but can be a feature of vascular dementia when seen with other symptoms. And the Mirror says common garden plant might be key ingredient in killing cancer cells. Birmingham University scientists discover feverfew leaf compound can destroy leukemia cells. Meanwhile, Birmingham Live says woman who thought she had hay fever shocked to find she has brain tumour. So she had irritated eyes for weeks, but she just thought it was an allergy caused by pollen or dust, and she just started taking loads of antihistamines. But when she was sightseeing in London last month, she noticed her eye was becoming more irritable than normal, and it was becoming painful to blink. So when she walked past an optician's, she decided to go in and get their help. Despite initially being told to use eye drops, she returned and a test revealed she had optical nerve damage on her left eye. Doctors discovered she had a small colloid cyst, a slow-growing tumour in the centre of her brain behind her left eye. She was weeks away from developing seizures, they said, and she had brain surgery to remove the benign mass. Now tumour-free, she wants to warn others of downplaying possible life-threatening symptoms. But it's difficult, isn't it? Because a lot of us don't want to go to the doctor at the slightest thing, because we know that it's all a bit of a hassle, and doctors are under pressure anyway. They see so many patients throughout the day. that we don't want to bother them with unnecessary things. And this could well have just been hay fever at the beginning. It was only after several weeks when it got worse that she thought, oh, something's going on here. So it's difficult, isn't it? Because you don't want to just go to the doctor just because your eyes are a little bit sore necessarily, because that could just be hay fever. But on the other hand, if you think something's definitely different or wrong, you probably should go to the doctor. What do you think? And Sky News says, mutating HIV could make antiviral drugs ineffective, World Health experts warn. The WHO says all antiretroviral drugs, including newer ones, are at risk of becoming totally ineffective due to the virus evolving. Well, I suppose that's always the problem with viruses, isn't it? They are always evolving, so the treatments that work now may not work in the future. But I suppose the moral of the story is, always have safe sex, and don't share drug needles with people. If you take those two measures, you dramatically reduce your chances of getting HIV, so, prevention is better than cure. Anyway, what do you think of these news stories that I've been through today? Have you got any opinions on any of them? If so, why not leave me a comment? And if you liked this video, give it a like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in future, why not subscribe too? Anyway, until next time, I wish you the very best of health.